You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, YNR fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early edition spoilers for the week of October 23rd through 27th. This is a big week because November Sweeps starts on Thursday. Yes, it does start in October, and that means a bunch of front burner storylines are going to explode over the next 4 weeks once we step into the 26th. So I've got spoilers for you. I've got a couple of undated spoilers for this week that still haven't manifested but are confirmed. I'm going to share those with you. And super duper quick, I'm going to run down the roster of spoilers for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the episodes you won't have seen yet, because these are very important to have context for next week's spoilers that I am going to share with you. But hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates. All right, let's dig in. On Wednesday, there was this really enticing spoiler. Diane Jenkins crosses lines, and everybody, I think, that saw it was like, finally, we're going to see her dark side manifest, find out what she's been up to. I totally thought this was some overblown, badly written spoiler, and I am 100% right. She basically crosses a line by telling her son Kyle he needs to stay away from Audra. Whatever new direction he wants to take his life in, stay away from her. And Kyle is upset because he eavesdropped and heard Jack telling, I think, Tracy, that he thinks Kyle is entitled and has been handed too much and needs to work his way up from the bottom, not step into the co-CEO job that Billy occupies and that Kyle covets. That's kind of funny because that is what Adam is doing over at Newman. So it is kind of interesting. And after Kyle hears that, he texts Audra and wants to talk to her about the offer to betray his family, basically, and take over Jabot. And she's selling him on the fact that because he'd be at the top of Jabot, there'd still be an Abbott there. So it's not really there was a whole rationalization that was insane. All right. Also, midweek this week, Mamie talks to Nate because she wants him back over at Chancellor Winters with Lily and Devon. He keeps telling her they don't want him there. And basically, she is looking to topple Jill, take over, and have all her family there. And she's got Tucker's backing, which Phyllis now knows. Tracy offers some advice to Jack on Wednesday, and it is about his son. And then Jack and Billy do some plotting against Tucker. They want to figure out how to use the bug in the bonsai plant to turn things against him. And Tucker gets an update from Audra about Kyle. She thinks she is going to be able to flip him. Tucker is not so sure. Thursday, Daniel surprises Lily, and I don't know if this is about him finding a new apartment or if it's more about Heather Stevens. I mean, he really put her on the spot saying, oh, by the way, can you find my ex a job working with you? You know, awkward. And Victor steps up his plans on Thursday. He is, of course, playing games and trying to fool his family. Some fans are mad about this. At least I'm seeing them down in the comments where they are saying that it's cruel for him to be faking dementia or something, because a lot of us, I'm dealing with this with my mom, you know, are upset about it. I'm not taking it personally, you know, because this is, you know, it's on TV, and the stuff I'm dealing with my mom and her dementia is real life. I do think it takes away from my ability to use YNR as escapist fun when I do see him faking some stuff that I'm dealing with my mom with real life. But, you know, I'm not going to say I'm going to quit watching if they don't stop it. I'm not one of those people that threatens to quit watching. So on it goes. Phyllis and Daniel spend time together on Thursday. And of course, remember, she's working for him at Omega Sphere. She's actually working under some youngin', some millennial. And she's trying hard. So she says, we'll see. Nikki confronts Adam with an ultimatum. I am just about tired of Nikki's attitude towards Adam. On her own, I do like Nikki a whole lot. I think she's terrible every time she talks to or about Adam, and I want to know why she's up his butt. I think that Nikki has somehow been convinced by Nick and Victoria that Victor really is addled, and if so, she doesn't want Adam taking advantage. So that's what I wonder if the ultimatum is about. But Adam's not up to anything, and Victor's fine mentally. He is fine. It was a very misleading promo this week, but no, know Victor is just messing with his family. On Friday, Devon grills Nate. I'm sure he wants to know, do you know what Mamie is up to? What is happening? Tell us or else, yada, yada. Jill's trying to dig up some dirt to use against Mamie. I don't think that's going to work. And of course, Mamie and Tucker keep plotting in secret. And Victor slaps back at an enemy who I don't feel like there's an external enemy that Victor's dealing with. I think there's internal threats like Nate and what he thinks Victoria is doing. And but I'm just kind of at a loss with this spoiler. It's so weird. And I don't know if it's another one of those badly written spoilers, And just a couple of undated spoilers. Daniel tells his dad he's got a spare room and he can stay as long as he wants. Looks like Danny's going to hang around Genoa City for a while. And Nick tells Victoria and Nikki their dad is fading fast. I don't think we've seen that scene yet. It's in the promo, but I feel like we haven't seen it yet. He told Victoria and Nate, but I don't know if we've seen this other one yet. I'm thinking hard and I'm not coming up with it. Ashley Abbott is ready to fight back. I don't think she's coming back to Genoa City, but I do think if she finds out what Tucker is up to and about the bug in the little bonsai tree he sent, I do think she is going to have some things to say to or about him. We also have an undated spoiler that says Phyllis's decision brings danger to her. And she already had that confrontation with Tucker this week where she basically let him know she knows that he is Mamie's silent partner, but she hasn't told anyone. So I don't know. Tucker doesn't have a history of violence. I've talked about this before, but this is a new Tucker. They are writing him differently, and maybe he'll shove her down the stairs at the GCAC or something. I don't know. We do have that picture of Summer at someone's bedside. We still don't know who it is. I had mentioned in another video why I disqualified different people like Harrison. People are like, oh, he was sick at the wedding. They just said he had a fever and they said it had gone down. They did that so they didn't have to have a child actor on set. Nick doesn't look like he's in danger from anything. Just a lot of the other people, maybe something happens to Chance in the line of duty, but there's no spoilers about that. And the only person that we have any sort of hazardous spoilers about is Phyllis. So we'll just have to wait and see. But that's clearly a scene from November Sweeps. All right. For the week of the 23rd through the 27th, Nick Newman stands firm on something. I'm guessing there's two things in front of him that he's saying no about. And one of them is coming back to work at Newman, which Victoria is pressing, and Victor suggested, but of course Victor suggested it while he was faking dementia. Somebody on Twitter said something really funny, and they said that Victor started faking memory loss while Nick was griping about Adam, and they were joking that he'll do anything just to shut Nick up about his brother. So that was funny and I think on point. Sally may approach Nick and say, please take me back. And maybe that's what he's standing firm about. I definitely hope he doesn't take her back. I did a standalone video. I kind of would like to see Adam walk away from her too. Not because he doesn't love her, but just to kind of give her a taste of this is your life completely without me, where he's the one who walks away. And he could even date somebody, just a little bit, just to, show her, give her a little reality check. I'd like to see that. Christine confesses something, and I wonder if it is that she is single as a Pringle because she was over talking to Paul Williams, and it looks like they may have ended their marriage. Also, the week of the 23rd, Audra tries some more to entice Kyle. And of course, this is the offer to work with her and Tucker to take Jack and Billy out at Jabot. And she's basically saying that she and Kyle can run it. And he's interested. He's very upset at his dad. And he heard his dad saying he should, start over and work from the bottom. But still, that's a big leap from angry at your dad to working with someone who wants to destroy your family. I keep hoping that Kyle comes to his senses and runs and tells his father, but Audra has got him, neck deep in a honey trap, and I don't know if he's going to be able to dig his way out. And Victor makes a vow the week of the 23rd through 27th. I think this is something more about rooting out anybody that would stab him in the back. Clearly, that's Victoria, just off the cuff. I mean, Nick, I think, he's just going to be low-key concerned, but spending most of his energy to blaming Adam for every single thing in his life. And Victoria, of course, wants the CEO chair back, so she has a good reason to press this whole incompetency thing. I can't wait to see Victor lash out at everybody. All right, that's all the early edition spoilers I have. Drop your comments below on what you're excited to see this week and what you think Victor's next move is in this game that he is playing with everybody. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely click a like if you enjoyed these early edition spoilers, and come back soon for more Young the Restless chat right here with me. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.